Hey, everybody. StreamYard says you're live. So it's alive. Hope you can hear me okay. Well, to say I'm a little bit nervous is a kind of an understatement, mainly because I'm here at a restaurant and there's nobody here but me at this point. So I don't know how long I'll be broadcasting. Probably not too long. I didn't want people coming by here and wondering what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing anyway. So just want to say that right now that anyway, I've been under the weather for 2 weeks, but no, not the dreaded C word. Just I think it's after effects from that spoiled food that I ate. And Gloria also hasn't been feeling very well. But anyway, we're on the mend now. I'm about 100% better. I would say 99.9% better. But she's about 90% better, but she still doesn't want to stick around the house. So now we don't have like I say, we don't have the C disease, but we just, under the weather a little bit, but I'm back in the saddle again now. I've always wanted to do this live streaming from, outside my house. Right now I'm in Gabby's Florentina Homes. It's one of my favorite places, and they spoiled me here. So when I come and sit down, they bring my coffee right away, and they say automatique, which I guess it means you don't have to say anything. We know you're gonna want coffee. So anyway, so many people here. I probably should recognize the people that I see here, but I don't know if I get caught up or not. Edith was a friend of mine that she's been here and visited with me and Gloria before, so it's good to see her. Bruce, hey Bruce, and Gordon, thanks for saying hey. Hey James, Ken's vlog, Ken, yep, thanks for coming by. So Ron Noble, I want to see if I can put some of these comments on there and see what it says. Don't be nervous, bud. We all look up to you and love your sense of humor. Oh, man. Thanks, Bruce. You know how to make a guy feel good. I can't help it being nervous when I first try something new, but like I always say, it's like jumping off the high board. Just that first step. That's the hardest part. Once you hit the water and swimming around, everything's good. Okay. Gordon says we can see you now. So I don't know, maybe my webcam was off there, but hopefully you can hear me okay, and video is okay. Good morning from Toronto, Canada. Oh, cold. Of course, I guess it's not only Canada that's cold these days. I wonder what it's like to be cold. I haven't felt cold in a long time. That's a terrible thing to say. But one of the joys here in the Philippines is waking up and either spring weather or summer weather. But enjoy the weather here. Okay, James. Yeah, James says stock up on a Yakult probiotic drink. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So, I've seen it advertised, but I've never really never bought it. So I take all advice from people smarter than me, that's for sure. Okay. Marshall, hey, how you doing? And it's a cruelly world. I keep adjusting my video. I'm sorry about that. I'm kind of hard. That's the problem with bifocals. Kind of have to look down, look up, look down. So, good morning, everybody, or afternoon, wherever it may be in your part of the world. Well, here's a good question. Gloria and I have always said that, well, the question is, do you see yourself moving back to the States? Gloria and I, since day one, have said that, we enjoy it here, we love it here. Of course, there's always, the irritants that go along with anything. So at this point, we don't see ourselves going back to the States. But if things get too difficult for one reason or another, either I don't know what would do it, but if we're not wanted here, if we're not welcomed here, then we would just move on down the road, meaning another country, not necessarily the States, but there's a big world out there, and a lot of places can treat you good, and as long as you're enjoying your life, that's the way I feel. Just keep on keeping on what you're doing, but I don't want to live and complain all the time. You know what I mean? I'm not really a complainer, but there are some things that, complaint worthy. Now, I lost my place. Oops. Hey, Ron. Oh, good. Coming in loud and clear. Good. Oh, that's awesome. So get off to a good start here. Like I say, I don't even know how long that I'll be. I'm really not into broadcasting a long time. I have done some live streaming with a few people, 2 or 3 people. But when I see a broadcast that has already finished and I see it's gone at 2 hours, 3 hours, I just can't. I'm sorry. I just can't watch it that long. Got too many things to do. So I was saying to myself, maybe an hour at the most, but it all depends on if somebody's going to sit here in a restaurant seat next to me and give me the stink eye because they're trying to eat their breakfast, and here's this old codger talking and somebody giggling, laughing, and having a good time. I don't want to spoil their breakfast. Okay. Wow. Better than shortwave. Shortwave. I've always been fascinated by shortwave. As a kid, I always had a shortwave radio, all kinds of bands on it, and listening to mostly for languages and stuff. You all know me. I don't understand a word of these languages, but I like to listen to them anyway. In the editing, I'm going to have to put my long, loud slurp when I drink my coffee. So let's just see if there's any more questions that I could answer or just, talk to. Hello from Texas. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hear in the news Texas is bad these days. Of course, many states are. We're getting the news here, the international news, and I feel for you, brother. I feel for you. Except you're not a brother, you're a sister. Oh, Lordy, Mr. Brown. Mike in New York just got over 25 inches of snow. Hope the Philippines is staying nice and warm. You miss the weather generally in the U.S.? That's a good question. Um, yeah, I'm from Central California, the San Joaquin Valley, as we say, the Great San Joaquin Valley, California. And usually they have pretty distinct seasons there. Spring is beautiful, not too hot, not too cold. Summer is blazingly hot, and the fall is very nice. Fall weather, kind of cool at nighttime, warm in the daytime, and the winter is fog city, like London. So I don't really, I guess to answer the question, I don't really miss the four seasons. Um, the Here in the Philippines, it's warm most of the time. Around April, May, it gets pretty uncomfortably hot, but I've always got a fan blowing on me day and night, and that's good enough. So, no, I don't really miss that. And the cold weather, Gloria and I, matter of fact, when we looked at the news and saw that snow, I said, "Do you miss going to the snow?" She said, "Well, I like going there for a quick visit and then coming back home again." So, Central California, we're about 2 hours from the mountains, and in the mountains we could always go and have snow. So, yeah. But the main thing that I remember about snow is freezing my toes and fingers. Not a good experience, trying to get back into the car and the heater and all that. So, I like it. I like the weather here in the tropics. Um, any tips on learning Tagalog? I'm using online tutor. Oh, don't get me going on learning Tagalog. I've got a lot of good tips, but I won't. I'm not sure how many people are that interested in learning languages. But I will say, Gordon, uh, for your sake, I will give a couple tips. One, listen and listen and listen, and don't be afraid to hear. I mean, I should say, not be afraid. Don't be intimidated if you don't understand everything. A lot of stuff I don't understand, but most things in English, when people are talking to me, a lot of stuff goes over my head. Who cares? As long as you get the gist, that's fine. And I would say be careful on pronunciation. A lot of mistakes that expats want to learn Tagalog here, they read the Tagalog as though they're reading English. It sounds like it too. It's not Tagalog, and sometimes well, most of the time I hesitate to correct people's pronunciation, especially if they didn't ask for it. So I would say one of the main tips for learning Tagalog is write down words that seem to come up more often than not, and just write them down the way they sound to you, and then ask the Filipino, "How do you say this? And can you give me an example of this word?" And this is something I've said before to illustrate this. There's a there's a town up the road called Bacolod. Actually, it's the capital of the other province. There's two provinces here in Negros Island. Dumaguete is the capital of Negros Oriental, and Bacolod is the capital of Negros Occidental. But when people see that word, and I know they haven't, they're trying to read it like English. Yeah, it says I went up there to Bacolod, and Bacolod, is that anywhere near Bacolod? But I got to give people credit for trying. On the other hand, I would encourage you to who cares if you make a mistake? Who cares what Bud Brown says? Just try your best. And only thing is, I would just suggest that when you come across a new word, you ask a Filipino how to say it. How many times have I heard the word, you speak Tagalog? Tagalog? You mean Tagalog? So, I will credit people for trying, and I think it's a good thing to know a word or two or a phrase or two, like I've always quoted this phrase that has helped me over the years: in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Meaning, I may not know much Tagalog, but I may only have one eye, but better than the blind people. So something is better than nothing, and I just encourage you to keep it up. And I'm glad you're using an online tutor, which is a native person. And Lord knows that girlfriends and wives cannot always be the best teacher, especially Gloria, bless her heart. Thanks for asking that question, Gordon. Oh boy, I missed a lot of comments. I'm sorry about that. Good morning. Just an out the main office of the Bureau of Immigration. In Manila, have to come back in about a week to pick up my 13A. All right, I'm proud of you. Get that 13A. It's that's one of my goals. You would think that I've been here long enough that I should be permanent resident, but maraming kuskus balongos, as they say here, a lot of hoops to jump through. And many times, as they say, all it takes is money. So I'm real proud of you, Jim and Rose, that things are working out for you there on your 13A. I know some of you may not know it, but getting a 13A is if you're married to a Filipino citizen. And the reason that I don't have a 13A is because Gloria is not a dual citizenship. She's an American citizen. And I may take this little opportunity to let you know that when she first got here, if you know Gloria, she's you can push her buttons easily. That's what makes her fun to tease. She gets so excited. We went to the immigration office and she wanted to get a permanent residence. He said, you have to be a dual citizen. I was born here in the Philippines, she says. But Mr. Blanco, who's the fellow in the back office, he reminds me of that show Deal or No Deal, the banker. She had to go see him because she was giving everybody a hard time. So we went in the back room. I'm trying to be diplomatic. Thank you. And, we really like it here. We'd like to stay. And he said, Mrs. Brown, you need to get a dual citizenship before you can get your 13A. I was born here in the Philippines. And then he dug in his heels. Mrs. Brown, you chose to be an American citizen. When you went to the States, you chose to take the oath of citizenship. And then when you take an oath of citizenship in the States, you forfeit your Filipino citizenship. Period. She's going, well, yep, but I'm trying to tell her, honey, don't argue with the man. So eventually, we're in a process right now of getting what they call a 13G. That means a former Filipino citizen, which is Gloria, coming back and wants permanent residence in the Philippines. And of course, me being her dependent, her husband, I qualify for it too. So we're right in the middle of that right now. So anyway, I'm glad to hear when people get their permanent residence. Hi, Kuyuba. This is Charlie and Rinde watching from Canada. Just sent you. Oh, what? $2 super chat. I don't know. I'm not used to super chat. I don't know how does it work. Oh, so I don't know how to, but I really appreciate that. Maybe I ought to get the super chat business going. That may be something that that would be a little extra. So I appreciate everybody. And by the way, I do have a few people that are supporting me, for supporting this channel, I should say. And I appreciate that very much. You know, the YouTube looks kindly for people that comment and thumbs up and supports the channel in either financially or morally, spiritually. So I appreciate that very much. Now, why, I wonder, or how, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to figure out how the super chat works, and then hopefully, I mean, if you've got a button there, maybe it should be good. I don't know. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah. So I see it's gone on about 20 minutes. So let me see. Yeah, hi Edith. No, you probably, I know I'm running late on your I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. Look at these super chats. Oh my gosh. Can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh my. Wow. You guys are something else, man. Oh, don't tell Gloria. Oh man, this is great. Well, you guys are something else. Ah, so that's what, I've seen his little comments light up, and oh my gosh. I'm kind of embarrassed a little bit, but people are being so kind and generous. Oh my. So thank you so much. Well, you know what? To me, that shows me that that this is worthwhile. I mean, not that I get money to make it worthwhile, but it just shows that people do like it. So, I probably need to do this more often, but I was never sure exactly, here in the restaurant, how much privacy I'm going to get. So far, so good. Oh man, look at this. I'm seeing How does that work? Gordon and Andy. Oh my God. Jim. Oh, you guys are something else. You know what I want to do? Now, this may cause the whole appreciation to fall, but I've been practicing my fiddle, and I've been kind of a little bit embarrassed to play uh, publicly, meaning online. Uh, but I'm itching to play. Oh man, I got some good fiddle tunes too, toe tappers. So let me know if you need the cats and dogs cleared out in your neighborhood, and I'll be glad to provide that service with my fiddle. Oh man, you guys are too generous. My gosh, thank you so much. Now I'm a little bit embarrassed because I don't know what to say. I can contribute because you had no idea about Super Chat. Only Bud can get away with that. Oh my. So, something. What else? Super sticker. Wink man. I gotta get educated on my followers. I'm sorry about that. Oh man, you guys are just wonderful. Super sticker. So, you tell me I gotta move along. I don't want to move along. I'm having too much fun. Oh, well, hello from Nebraska. Oh man, I bet it's cool there, huh? Uncle Charles. Very good. Andy, Sunday I'm retiring to Thailand. I want to know more about Thailand. People are telling me that the main sticker for them, is the language, but I think the culture, the food, everything else is good. But I'm ignorant on Thailand, but I want to learn more about it. So Andy, when you get to Thailand, keep in touch. I want to know what disappointed or happy. But I know also that it's going to take time to get adjusted, like here in the Philippines. Oh, look at here. Utai, Thailand. Oh, okay, Andy. What do you think about Remitly? Edith says. We had Remitly at one time, and it was fine. But I forgot what the reason was that we don't have it anymore. I think I tried. I sent some money one day, and it came over, easily. And then the very next day, I sent about the same amount, and they wanted all kinds of extra security information. And usually, if I'm at home and I have the paperwork and all that, not a problem. But I happen to be out somewhere, and they asked me the security questions, and I didn't know the answer, so they cut me off. You don't fire me, I fire you. So anyway, TransferWise is what we're using right now, and at this point, we've been very happy. You've been using TransferWise, I think, about a year now. But Remitly was fine. It's just that sending it twice in a row. No, Glory didn't get her dual citizenship. We're going a different route. I don't know if you caught the little conversation earlier, but we're going 13G now. But she doesn't need to be a dual citizen. She's that's like a 13A, except that the requirement is not dual citizenship, but a returning Filipino. In other words, a Filipino that was born in the Philippines and left, and now is coming back, which is exactly Gloria's case. So, oh my, you know what? I think I'm gonna need to wrap this up. People are starting to come in. I'm feeling a little self-conscious, but if you like this, send me a note if you want to talk about something in particular. That'd be fine. But I do want to mention, maybe in the next one, about the ones coming over here and some details you really need to watch out for or be cognizant of when you want to rent a house here. So maybe in a couple of days, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I sure appreciate everybody super chat. Oh man, appreciate everybody coming by and donating, and supporting me, and supporting this channel. And it'd be kind of cool maybe if Gloria was here next time. I don't know what you think about that, but I always kind of on pins and needles because you never know what she's going to say. So anyway, thanks for coming by, everybody. And I'm going to cut this short. I know it's only 30 minutes, but for the first time, I think it worked out really well. So I'm going to end the broadcast and say I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.